that you think are transferable skills that you've been able to implement in what you're currently doing now?
So many things, Darren. So many skills gained from my 8 years in the military. Yes, while I entered into service with the intention of going on to vet school, once I actually worked in the field and had the opportunity during my 12-month deployment to work next to seasoned veterinary veterans who'd been working in private practice for 20 some years, I just really realized like it wasn't totally in alignment with my personality and with what I felt like my heart's calling was. But that being said, I learned so many things. In the Army, we have, core values that are drilled into us from day one: loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, personal service. And definitely all of those were strengthened. The two main skills that I acquired from my time in the United States Army that helped me transition successfully back into civilian life to becoming my own boss and building multiple six-figure businesses, I would say come down to two things. Number one, it comes down to, probably, I really could just narrow it down to one, which would be personal responsibility. Taking personal responsibility for my thoughts, my feelings, my actions, for my finances, for my career, for my interaction with relationships, you name it. And then the second thing that ties very closely with that is discipline. Being able to give myself a set of tasks and see them through no matter what. And those two skills transitioned beautifully over into the civilian sector, which are foundational in building successful businesses.
Mala, those are some excellent points. I think that we all can get from that. Some of the people that I know are top performers, it's not an accident that they have been in the military. And what I mean by that, by being top performers, is because they're able to see a task through. They're able to be decisive. They're able to take action. They're able to execute. So if it's a goal, they're going to follow through till they accomplish the goal. And whether they have some lumps in the road or whatnot, or have some trials, they're able to still get back up and continue to persevere or whatnot. And I want to talk about this because I think it's unique. And I know you have a heart for this. But let's talk about life after the military. And unfortunately, for those who keep up with the statistics or close to this, we know that it's not an ideal situation for a lot of our veterans that find themselves without that mission, without a sense of purpose. So it can lead into vices. It can lead into other things that are not in the best interest for the people that we love, that are our heroes or family members. So why don't you take us through your own process? How were you able to transition out of the military and find a sense of mission and purpose that allow for you to be on a trajectory of doing the things that you're doing currently?
Yeah. So for me, the transition was not easy. I'll just put it out there. It was not necessarily an easy transition. In the military, I would assume no matter what branch you're in, but I can definitely speak on my experience in the Army. There's just a sense of brotherhood, of sisterhood, of a camaraderie. Like you just have these sort of these built-in battle buddies that have your back no matter what. And when you leave, finding that sense of community back in the civilian sector is not always easy. The other challenge that I had too was that I just don't think that there is enough mental health support for our veterans who transition, or even those that are active duty. Whether or not,